fall time activity, collecting seeds. So these are calendula flowers, and when they get dry like that, you pluck them off, and that's a good calendula flower, and they go in here. I've been collecting some nasturtium seeds here as well. I'll use some of the green ones in a jerk sauce I'm going to make. Then the other thing I'm collecting here are Egyptian walking onions. So these are kind of special because they create these tips that actually are each a little onion head. So we'll plant all those, and down below are some big onions themselves. These are really easy to propagate. They're a lot easier than propagating regular onions. The onions are smaller, and you can even use those things. So they don't give you huge onions, but they're so reliable. I always have Egyptian walking onions. They're called walking onions because eventually what happens is if you have them in a bed, which I plan on doing this fall, they fall over, those hit the ground, and then they make new onions. So the idea is that they walk their way to wherever they're going to go. Anyway, stop recording. So these are, I didn't do a lot of seed saving pictures, but it's like the end of the year. So there's a variety of dried beans, and then I sort them here. And then these are where the actual dried beans go. I managed to get some chickpeas this year. And at the same time, these are all the seeds that I've been able to save for this year, and I'll do another end of the year post including those seeds. But this is a particular good one with the beans because those are food as well as being seeds for next year. So I'm hoping to get a really good yield with this. And then, like I said, when I get the seeds, I'll take a little bit of video and I'll pull this all together with harvest and whatnot. Stop recording. Beautiful February morning. It's starting to get brighter out and the days are getting longer, which is fabulous. So merrily we move along. Really, really nice and sunny today. As you can see, there was a lot of snow that had to be moved, but hopefully the worst of that's over, and we had a couple of really bad cold spells. So there you have it. But as it gets nicer, you start to get to, hey, we're going to grow stuff. So the overwintering stuff in the solarium is doing well, and I've got some inside. There's some volunteer tomatoes that came up in one pot. That pepper died, so I just put those in there. Hey, let's see what happens. And what I'm doing today is I'm recording my seeds that I saved from last year. So I've got, that noise is the inverter. I'm generating some power, and that heater is being powered via the solar system. And that's a post for another day. So I've got some calendula, some garlic. These are extra to plant in the spring, but I've already planted my fall garlic. This is plantain and heel oil for my friend Jen. These are all of the pepper seeds I saved. These are all the tomato seeds I saved. These are all the bean seeds that I saved. This is zucchini and squash. Some of those will have cross-pollinated, so I have no clue what they'll give me this year. This line here is sort of miscellaneous veg, carrots, cucumbers, carrot, which I grew this year, and I got some seeds. Some celery that I got off of a chunk of celery I put in the ground, and then it sprouted, and then it seeded. So hey, these are herbs, and these are greens. And those are, I don't really know, but I saved them anyway. So that is all the saved seeds. That'll give me 80% of what I plant. With the potatoes that I do, I'm up to 80-90% of seeds I get myself. I have to buy a few things, but I have old seeds left over from that I purchased and saved from previous years. But this is sort of just an indication of what can be saved in a year, and definitely I could grow enough food for 4 people, 6 people, 8 people with all these seeds if I had enough room. So rolling the seeds over is a good sort of prepping / self-reliant thing for sure. It works. Stop recording.